The following operational video on the Hobart Legacy HL-200 and HL-120 mixers is intended to be a supplement to the instructional manual that came with your mixer. The operation and cleaning is the same for either mixer. For this video, we will be using the Legacy HL-200. The Legacy 20-quart mixer is a bench-type mixer which features a digital smart timer, a manual bowl lift, and a number 12 attachment hub as standard equipment. With the use of special agitators, a 12-quart bowl may be used on the HL-200. A variety of attachments, agitators, and accessories are available. These are described in a separate use and application handbook, which is furnished on the CD that is provided. In the next few minutes, we'll cover some general information, as well as the operation, cleaning, maintenance, and troubleshooting of the HL-200. Immediately after unpacking the mixer, check for possible shipping damage. If the mixer is found to be damaged after unpacking, save the packaging material and contact the carrier within 15 days of delivery. Prior to installation, test the electrical service to assure that it agrees with the specification on the machine data plate. Place the mixer on a suitable, sturdy, level surface. There should be adequate space around the mixer for the user to operate the controls and to install and remove bowls. Screw holes are provided in the base to permanently secure the mixer, although this is not necessary in normal installations. Warning: the electrical cord on this machine is equipped with a 3-prong grounding plug, which must be connected to a properly grounded receptacle. If the receptacle isn't the proper grounding type, contact an electrician. Don't remove the grounding prong from the plug. Warning: electrical and grounding connections must comply with the applicable portion of the National Electrical Code and/or other local electrical codes. Let's check the mixer's initial operation. Plug the mixer into a properly grounded outlet. Install the bowl and raise it into mixed position with the bowl support up and the bowl guard wire cage closed. Turn the speed dial pointer to stir. Momentarily run the machine by pushing the start and then the stop buttons. Warning: moving agitator and bowl. Keep hands, clothing, and utensils out while in operation. Do not use without interlocked guard. The Legacy mixer is equipped with smart timer controls. The bowl guard wire cage must be in the closed position or the mixer won't operate. The bowl must remain in the mixed position on the bowl support, and the bowl support must be raised, the mixed position, or the mixer won't operate. The HL-200 has 3 speeds. Stir or slow speed is for incorporating ingredients at the start of each mixing process. Do not use this speed to develop dough products. Speed 1 or low is for heavy mixtures such as pizza dough, heavy batters, and potatoes. Speed 2 or medium is for mixing cake batters, mashing potatoes, and for developing bread dough. And speed 3 is for incorporating air into light batches, as well as finishing whipped items. The bowl must be installed before the agitator is installed. To install the bowl, lower the bowl support and position the bowl so the alignment pins on the left side of the bowl support fit in the holes in the bowl tab. Place the slotted tab on the bowl into the lower part of the pin. Swing the bowl into the mixed position on the bowl support. To install an agitator, the bowl must be on the bowl support. Now lower the bowl and open the bowl guard wire cage. Place the agitator inside the bowl and align the horizontal slot on the agitator with the agitator shaft pin. And slide the agitator shaft until it stops and latches. An audible click should be heard when the agitator locks in position. To remove an agitator, open the bowl guard wire cage, lower the bowl, hold the agitator and pull the plunger of the agitator out. and slide the agitator down off the agitator shaft. To prepare for mixing, place the mixing bowl on the bowl support. Pour the ingredients into the bowl and swing the bowl back to the mixed position. Place the agitator inside the bowl and then attach it to the agitator shaft. Lift the bowl support and close the bowl guard wire cage to the stop, fully closed position. The mixer is now ready for mixing. Let's look at the timer operation. For continuous mixing, use the count-up mode. Turn the speed dial to select the mix speed. The speed setting can be changed at any time during the mixing operation. Note, stir is to be used for incorporating ingredients. Don't use it to develop dough products. Set the timer on hold by turning the time selector counterclockwise until hold appears in the time window. Press the start button to begin mixing. The timer starts counting forward from 0000. Note, if the wire cage is opened at any time, the mixing operation will stop. To resume the mixing operation, close the wire cage and press the start button. Use the stop button to stop the mixer. The mixing time is displayed in the time window. Press the start button to resume mixing if needed. Note, when the timer reaches 1500, the beeper will sound momentarily and the timer will roll over to 0001 and continue counting until the stop button is pressed. For time mixing, use the countdown mode. Turn the speed dial to select the mix speed. If the count-up mode was used for the previous batch, the desired time needs to be entered. If the countdown mode was used for the previous batch, the previous time will be displayed. If a different time is needed, turn the time selector to the desired time in 10-second increments. Press the start button to begin mixing. The timer starts counting down from the set time. To stop the mixer at any time, press the stop button. To resume mixing, press the start button. For example, the mixer is started at speed 1 for 30 seconds and is stopped after 10 seconds. Pressing the start button will resume mixing operation. If the mixer is stopped and a new time setting is entered, pressing the start button saves the new time setting on the current speed selection. For example, the mixer is started at speed 1 for 30 seconds and is stopped after 10 seconds. A new time is entered by turning the time selector. The new time will replace the initial 30 seconds for speed 1 after the start button is pressed. If the time is changed while mixing, the mixer will operate until the new time expires. The adjustment to the time will not be stored. If the speed is changed while mixing, the time will change to the previous time for the selected speed and countdown. Note, if the wire cage is opened at any time, the mixing operation will stop. To resume the mixing operation, close the wire cage and press the start button. When the timer reaches 0000, the mixer stops and the beeper sounds for a second. Countdown timer then displays the last stored time. When operating the mixer, remember stir is to be used for incorporating ingredients. Don't use it to develop dough products. If the mixer is stopped during a mixing operation, the timer also stops. The timer starts again with the time remaining when the start button is pressed. Turn the time selector clockwise to take the mixer out of the hold mode. To unload the mixer, first open the bowl guard wire cage assembly. Then lower the bowl support and remove the agitator from the agitator shaft. Slightly lift the bowl off the pin on the right side. Pull the bowl to the front and remove it from the bowl support. The bowl guard wire cage can be rotated out of the way to add ingredients or to access the bowl and agitator. Note how the plastic carriers allow the wire cage to ride around the circumference of the planetary drip cup. Open the bowl guard wire cage by rotating it to your left. Close it by rotating it to your right until it stops in the closed position. Note, the bowl guard wire cage must be returned to the closed position for the mixer to operate. To remove and clean the bowl guard wire cage, first rotate the wire cage to your left until the three carriers align with the carrier escape slots in the circular ridge of the planetary drip cup. Then lift the wire cage straight up so the carriers escape from the slots on the drip cup. The bowl guard wire cage can now be removed by pulling it toward you. Wash the bowl guard wire cage and rinse with clear water and dry with a clean cloth. The splash guard can be wiped off and or washed with a cloth or sponge using warm, soapy water. Rinse with clear water and dry with a clean cloth. To reinstall the bowl guard wire cage, position the ring of the bowl guard wire cage so the carriers are positioned above the slots in the planetary drip cup. Now, lower the bowl guard wire cage so the carriers pass through the slots. Finally, rotate the bowl guard wire cage to your right until it contacts the stop-close position. Warning, unplug the machine power cord before beginning any cleaning procedures. The mixer should be thoroughly cleaned daily. Do not use a hose to clean the mixer. It should be washed with a clean, damp cloth. The base allows ample room for cleaning under the mixer. The apron may be removed for cleaning by loosening the thumb screws. The drip cup, which is secured with 3 screws, should be removed periodically and wiped clean. Warning, unplug the machine power cord before beginning any maintenance procedures. The slideway should be lubricated approximately twice a year. To reach these areas, fully lower the bowl support and remove the apron, which is secured by slotted screws. Wipe a thin coat of Lubriplate 630AA on the bowl pad area of the bowl supports and on each slideway, then reinstall the apron. Occasionally, the planetary seal may become dry and begin to squeak. To correct this, work a little lubrication, such as mineral oil, under the lip of the seal. Periodically, the agitator clearance should be checked. The agitator must not touch the bowl, and the maximum clearance between the bottom of the bowl and the B-flat beater is 1/8 inch or 3 millimeters. The maximum clearance between the bottom of the bowl and the ED dough arm is 5/16 of an inch or 8 millimeters. Install a bowl and beater. Pour enough flour in the bowl to cover the bottom of the bowl where the beater travels. With the bowl fully raised, the beater shouldn't touch the bottom of the bowl. Briefly run the mixer at the lowest speed. Turn off the mixer, disconnect the electrical power supply, and measure the depth of the flour where the beater has traced a path. This measurement should be taken at several points around the bowl to assure accuracy. If the bowl and beater comes into contact before the bowl support reaches its stop or the clearance needs to be adjusted, remove the apron, which is secured by screws. Adjust the stop screws, and after the adjustments are made, replace the apron and secure it with the screws. Finally, carefully operate the bowl lift several times to check the adjustment. If the mixer won't start, check to see if the circuit protector is in the open position. Also check the fuse and your disconnect switch. Check to see if the mixer is overloaded. The wire cage isn't in the closed position. Additionally, if the bowl isn't in the closed position, or if it isn't in the up position, the mixer won't start. If the mixer won't start and the error code is flashing in the display window, unplug the mixer until the display is blank, then plug it back in. If the symptoms still exist, contact your local Hobart service office. If the agitator touches the bowl isn't in the closed position. There is improper agitator clearance, or the agitator isn't installed properly. Finally, if the planetary seal squeaks, it is in need of lubrication. This concludes operator training for the Legacy HL-200 and Legacy HL-120 mixers. With proper use and care, your mixer will give you years of reliable service.